for the Power 40 Scientific Trading School. So here is a practical demonstration of how consistent and accurate projections done using price sequence can actually be. So no one has shown this to anyone ever before with concrete evidence as this. Okay, so let's look at the chart from here. This was one of the lowest projections done, and this was done on the 2nd of September. This was done on the 2nd of September, and the level here measured was at 3479 for fib 0. We call this sell fib 0. All right, and this was the fib L at 3469. So this was the last level of sell, or the lowest level of sell fib 0 to fib L. All right, and right now look at the price coming down to test the fib L, rejected. This is the 10 times 5 L, okay, of sell fib 0. That is the average price at 3474. And here was the first test and rejection, second test and rejection, inability to break, okay, tells you that the price is not going down to where breaking, okay, the sell fib arrow. You can see that, okay, or rather the sell fib L. So the price is not going down to break that. So that has already given you your projection to enter a buy. All right, and this buy remains valid as long as the market has not gone down to break what the sell fib L. So look at how far the market has gone since that projection was made. Now we had in the middle of this move, okay, rejecting the average price or the 10 times 5 L. You can see that, okay, for our fib sequence from sell fib 0, you can see all of these moves here created a new fib sequence, which is now more updated than this, but based on this, okay, based on the sell fib 0 to fib L. All right, this is a new sequence, and its projection shows you from towards 10 times 5 L of buy fib 0, okay, towards 10 times 5 L of buy fib 0. You can see its own L here, or rather 10 times 5 L here, okay, was never engaged with. It was never engaged with. You can see that. And price bounced off from the intersection of, first of all, the sell fib 0's 10 times 5 arrow and its own buy fib 0 10 times 5 L. You can see the intersection here, all right, was the last place price rejected and bounced up. And then bouncing up, it went above the pyramid. Or here, you can see this pyramid, the triangle. Now, for emphasis, the body of this triangle forms a slope, okay, upon which price can always bounce until it breaks or rejects. So the body of this pyramid forms what is called a slope, okay, and price will always bounce or reject it. You can see each time price engaged it, there was a rejection. This was the first time price came from within it, there was a rejection, okay, and this was the first break. Then after break, this was rejection, 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 showing you that the price is now avoiding the downside, okay. Then we have for this buy fib 0 to fib arrow. This is the fib arrow, okay. This was the first time price broke it, returned back into it, okay. After returning back into it, this was price staying, okay, below it. So this was price rejecting it, price rejected it, and then returned back, okay, coming back to retest it. This was the break of the fib arrow. Remember what we said about our fib arrow sequence, okay, that you can have fib arrow arrow, okay, or just call it fib arrow arrow, fib arrow arrow arrow, okay. Each fib arrow equals to what? 100 points of price sequence. You can see that, right? And we say that the price only moves in a multiplicity or replication of 10, which is 1 and 0. So in other words, price is moving by base 10. Okay, either 10 times, which will give you fib arrow, all right, 100 times, which will give you fib arrow arrow, okay, and then fib arrow arrow will now become the next base for moving upward. So we now have base 10 times 10, all right, continuously replicated. So ever since price made the move above our fib arrow, okay, fib 0 to fib arrow, okay, this is how price has been. So now let's report that progress. Mark the price so that we'll see where price has ascended to. So currently this is where price is. Okay, the lowest price for today being September 11th is 3622. So price has gone all the way, okay, 3649. Let's see the highest price attained, 3655. Let's see, 3657. Let's see, 3675. Okay, 3659. So we are looking backwards. 3646. We are going back from the very most recent, and then while doing so, also be watching the low 3579. So we are still standing above our fib arrow so far, 3600. While looking up, we also look down, 3545. Okay, 3540. Higher price 3558. Lower price 3511. Higher price 3577. So you can see that the price actually was in an uptrend ever since we moved from our fib arrow. All right, so 3546, 3546, and this was our updated fib sequence also. You can see, and this is fib 0. So we had fib 0 here and the fib arrow down, sorry, fib L. Then we had the fib 0 to 10 times 5L here. If you look at this again, just like the one we had looked at, this was a higher level of fib sequence form. You see how price stayed above what our fib 0. So look at fib 0 here, rejected multiple times. Next time price came to engage with it, rejected it. Next time price came to engage with it, rejected it. And after that, what happened? This is it. Price had been in an uptrend. You can see that, right? All right, so now coming back to where we started off, this is our fib, this is our buy fib 0. You can see that to buy fib arrow, and this was the break that we saw. This was the break we saw from 3487. It has been an uptrend. So this is how accurate fib sequence projection, okay, of price movement looks. Very accurate. You cannot find anything else better than this in our scientific trading rule. This is the ultimate, most accurate, highly precise entry strategy that you have to learn and master. And this is taught only with Power40 Scientific Trading School, only from the Scientific Trading School of Power40. So if you are taking for granted the opportunities to learn from us, then you are actually depriving yourself of valuable knowledge. So find all of this proving that price actually moves in sequence, not series. And you can see how accurate that has been. So that has been one of the proofs that we have to show you, okay, coming from when we first marked our fifth sequence from September 2nd all the way to September 11th. This has been a period of getting to the second week. Okay, so in 2 consecutive weeks, price has continued to move in profit from when we apply that. So what do you see as the potential of this knowledge? This knowledge can make you so much money, so much money. Okay, we are talking about price going 2000 pips in less than 2 weeks using our fifth sequence projections. All right, so What are we talking about? Learn this, master it, and become very successful in your trading, accurate in your projections, 100% accuracy with precision. Try this and you'll see your daily income getting multiplied by the day only with a scientific trading approach. You learn this only from Power40 Scientific Trading School. So I remain your instructor, and also this is my brainchild, Francis Bestman. I have been an instructor for traders, a mentor, and a coach, and all of these strategies are developed by me as my intellectual property. So I hope you will succeed as I have also proven that my method actually works. And you can't find this anywhere else because I developed the price sequence projection. And you can learn this from me and master it, use it to grade up your trading. I believe that you have a journey ahead of you. Every day you learn, you are improving and making progress in that step, okay, of completing your journey to financial freedom or financial success. My role and my job for you is to train you and give you the right knowledge and assist you in making sure that you are doing it properly. So that is why in my mentorship, I am available to look at what studies you have done and to guide or direct or correct as the case may be. So I'd like you to take the mentorship seriously, where every day you can show your trades to me, and I also confirm your analysis done using my scientific trading rules. So these rules are always fresh, always new. Every day you can apply them to your trading analysis and get the best results that you can find anywhere else. Thank you very much. I remain your coach and mentor, Francis Bestman.